From Julio Cruz and Gaylord Perry to Alvin Davis and Harold Reynolds to father and son back to back bombs. From Junior J, Joey, and Edgar with Randy, A-Rod, Dan, and the Sheriff to Ichiro Moyer and Mikey C to King Felix, Kyle Cruz, and Cano to the present with Julio, Gilbert, Kirby, and Cal. I don't believe it. It just continues. My, oh my, it's another sports podcast. Got to give a shout out to the homies in the live chat. We are back, baby. Thank you for the knowledge. Thank you for the energy. It's your boy Ty, but y'all know my main man Sam is cooler than a polar bear's toenails. How you doing, bro?
Well, man, hanging in there as far as life goes, but fuck, the Mariners are kind of chapping my ass right now, pissing me off a little bit.
Life is good, but this baseball team is frustrating, man. Shout out to our friends at Romantic About Baseball, because I love the beautiful sport on the diamond, Sam. But this team has been so frustrating. The organization is aggravating me, Sam. And it feels like this is honestly kind of a bad Major League Baseball team, but they find themselves right in the mix. Mariners Lifer, I see you right away. Sam, I need some opening arguments, man. It could take it any way right now.
Opening arguments as far as what? I mean, about how bad we are?
Wherever, take it wherever you want, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's the consistency of the bad defense and just gaffes and base running mistakes, and it's frustrating. It just the same shit seems to happen over and over and over and over again, and that just leads me to believe coaching, man. It's a culture thing. Like as you've been saying, you can just see the difference between the whole organization, between the Seahawks and the Mariners as far as front office, coaching, everything. I mean, it's just night and day difference between how the two organizations are run.
Absolutely. And we dive deep into the Mariners. We dive deep into the Seahawks, Sam. These are the teams that we love. And I've never seen it more clearly. You're so right. We like to talk about it, but the Seahawks are a world-class organization. The Mariners are mildly serious. Let's get into the baseball in a minute, Sam. But really big picture, man. Mariners Life are saying, God, we need to fire Dan Wilson already. And this is not about me protecting Dan or absolving him of anything, but to me this just goes to the top, man. In what world are you an ownership and management group, you're running a multi-billion-dollar asset, and you decide not to go through an official interview process for maybe the most critical management position within the entire company, with which this person's going to get paid, seven figures at least? Sam, there is no business in the world, no multi-billion-dollar asset that would not even have an official interview process for such a critical leadership position. The Mariners just decided they liked Dan so much that they overlooked it, and only the Seattle Mariners would be such a foolishly run business to not have such an official way to go about their business.
Well, just look for contrast here about the Seahawks offensive coordinator search. And most people thought they were going to go in-house for that pick. And the Seahawks did their due diligence. They interviewed a bunch of people. Someone blew their socks off, and they went with him. I mean, it's the difference.
No one saw Fleury coming as the OC. You're right, Sam. No one saw that coming.
Absolutely nobody saw that coming.
But that's what happens when you do your due diligence and you treat your business as the multi-billion-dollar asset that it is. It would have been really easy for Mike Macdonald just won the fucking Super Bowl in his second season as an NFL head coach. It would have been so easy for him to promote from within. That would have been comfortable. It would have been easy. It would have been cozy. But this guy's pushing. He's not going to settle. He's not going to rest on his laurels. And bringing in Brian Fleury, you're so right. Just another great indication of a world-class organization versus a mildly serious one. Sam, I see you wearing the Devin Witherspoon jersey, man.
Yes, sir. Pay the man.
Yeah, and we know it's coming. I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even worried about it. Okay, Sam, another problem I got with the organization, man. Let's hop in the time machine, man. Let's hop in the time machine all the way back to 2010, brother. We're talking about organizations here. Well, in 2010, Pete and John set the NFL record with 284 player transactions that included 13 trades in year one. Sam, in the first 22 months, Pete Carroll and John Schneider had 502 player transactions
I
in the
remember this.
first 22 months. The
Yeah.
Seattle Mariners are afraid to demote a veteran or two. These just are
Hmm.
not the same at all.
No, no, not the same whatsoever. I mean, it's really looks like one organization with a firm plan and a firm grasp of who they are and who they want to be and where they're going. And another one who's figuring it out. They have the outline of a plan rather than an actual plan. They kind of know which direction they want to go and things like that. But when it comes to actually executing it, they haven't shown they can fully do it. I mean, I like the pieces too. I see the vision. It just isn't working this year. I mean, like you said, they are an extremely talented team, but they're not a good team right now. They're just
No.
not.
And Sam, we've even in our amateur world of how far we went in sports, we played on talented teams that weren't good. We played on teams that weren't nearly as talented, but we scratched out a bunch of wins together, playing together with a grit and a
Yeah.
determination. This is a talented team. They're not a good team. Mariners lifer, I'm freaking frustrated though, Sam, because I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Bizarro needs to put out a fire, which he does, but we bring Eduardo in for one batter, a third of an inning. You know, it's technically two batters, but he gets the one out, and now we're relying on Darius Rucker and Bart Simpson to close out a Major League Baseball game. I
Yeah.
mean,
Who?
Dan is
Who?
Dan. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
have to look these guys up every time. I'm using Google way too much. And once again, Dan is making the wrong mistakes here. The organization's failing him also with these pitchers. I said it in the offseason. The day that the Mariners were eliminated, when you go on these deep postseason runs, you need to turn over half your bullpen because you're taxing that ass, man. This is not the era that we have for kids, like when we were kids, man. We tax these bullpens hard. You have to turn over half of it. We did not do so. This team is lackluster. Guys are struggling. My big question to you, Sam, is Sunday evening is feeling Dan gets no excuses. My biggest question to you is what do you think the organization feels like?
Well, frustrated would be the number one guess on my end because like all of us are because they want everything to succeed and I don't think they quite know exactly what's happening. They seem to be getting some bad breaks here and there, but a lot of the times they're seeming to cause these bad breaks. I mean, really good teams can change bad breaks like that. They can make it work and
Mhm.
yeah, like this Mariners just haven't been able to do that. It seems they just keep getting eaten alive by this stuff, and they can't string together consistent team performances. Starters and offense might do good, bullpen blows it.
Yeah.
Starter doesn't do good, the bullpen and the offense are actually good. And I mean, shit, we were 13 games in a row with 3 runs or fewer. Was that what it was? We
Yeah.
finally broke that today.
And we
Man,
still lost.
yeah, yeah. I mean, this offense was built to be streaky, and we're kind of in one of the valleys right now. But man, this is a pretty rough valley to be in. I'll say that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, man. I mean, I'm frustrated, man. I'm absolutely frustrated, and I don't want to beat on the low hanging fruit too much, Sam. But I mean, your boy Rob Refsnyder, this guy has an OPS plus of 25. I didn't
Yeah,
even know that was possible. I mean, his slugging percentage is like 189 or something like that. I didn't even know you could be 75% worse than the rest of the league, Sam. That's how bad. I
and
mean,
have a job.
yeah. Well, is this
Yeah,
not the organization then also? Like this is we got to call for everybody, man. This goes from Mr. Stanton, Jerry DePoto, Justin Holler, Dan Wilson. I mean, everybody needs to look themselves in the mirror. Players too. players to, I mean, everybody in the organization needs to look themselves in the mirror and ask, what can I do today to make this team better? Because this is too talented of a team to have this shitty of a season, Sam. And what's so crazy is because we're in the crappy, historically crappy American League right now, we still got a chance. If we were in the National League, I would be saying we need to trade Randy, we need to sell at the deadline. But we're in the mix right now. But Sam, I want a little food for thought here. So basically, common knowledge in baseball is if you can't catch up to the heater, you are toast. Whether it's coach pitch or the big leagues, you can't catch up to the heater, it's over. Sam, Rob Refsnyder in 25 hit 286 against the fastball with a 495 slugging percentage. Reffy in 26 is down to 143 versus the heater with an abysmal 190 slugging percentage. My eyes were telling me he can't catch up. The stats are bearing it out, dude. If he can't, it might be over. It really might be over looking at these stats.
Yes, I've been done with Robbie Reffy goddamn Snyder for a while. Dude, like fucking, I'm over this guy. At least give me the cope of someone being young and having potential to maybe be something in the future. If I have to suffer through some shit like this, at least give me some cope. And the other thing I want to touch on is the piggyback too, because I
Yeah.
am going to be curious. Well, how they handle this now is going to say a lot to me about the organization. I don't think you can go back to it because of their whole thing about whole teams on board for this. Everyone's going to take a turn, blah, 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 blah. First time it comes up to Logan's turn to do this after he's been dealing, they scrap it.
Mm.
Well, fuck, if I'm Miller and then when I get called on to do another piggyback, I'm saying, well, what the fuck? I've been just as good as Logan for most of this whole time. Why am I having the piggyback? Like, I thought
Yeah.
this was all for one type of thing, and we're all going to share the burden. But then the Mariners cave. So this, I'm interested. Either a trade is in the works and going to be happening soon, or I don't know. This organization's going to have to figure something else out. I don't think they can go back to the piggyback now.
Well, maybe we
won't
can
happen.
trade Luis Castillo, Sam. I mean, the market is slim. We're talking basically the Yankees and the Cubs are the only two teams I could see being in the Castillo business. I need to rephrase that. Cubs 1, 2, 3, Yankees 4. Because the Cubs, Sam, find themselves in a predicament where they're squarely in the race. They have a couple of young superstars that people love, but they actually need a ton of starting pitching help. The Chicago Cubs, squarely in the mix in a playoff hunt, should believe they can make a run, and they are 23rd in quality starts. So I am targeting the Chicago Cubs for Luis Castillo. Like I said, super small market, Sam. You have to be a very rich team to be able to afford Luis. You also have to have the need. There's only basically the Cubs and kind of the Yankees fit that category. The way I'm going to make this work, Sam, the only way I want it is trade for like an old single A player. I'm looking for the shittiest prospect return possible. All I want is the payroll flexibility.
Yeah, yeah. Why not? I mean, it would be nice to get something for Luis, but I mean, we had a good run with him. If we don't get it, that's fine. We got plenty of other pitchers in the wings, but yeah, just unloading that payroll would be big for the Mariners, so
Well,
they
we
can
need to go.
find
We need
someone
to.
else.
Yeah, we need some. We need some help at the. I mean, we need help at the dish, Sam, and we're talking about organizations and one in this city that clearly has championship aspirations and they make those dreams come true. But I often talk about, Sam, your best players got to play like your best players. And this is what I'm looking at, man. Right now, Luis Castillo is making 21 million this year for a negative point 0.6 war. Naylor's making 18.5 with a negative point 0.4 war. Cal Raleigh's making 17.5 with a negative point 0.3 war. Sam, the highest paid players on the Seahawks this last year were Sam Darnold, Big Cat, and Cooper Cup. I mean, the Seahawks got everything they could have dreamed out of their three highest paid veterans, Sam. And right now, the three highest paid veterans for the Mariners all have a negative WAR, which implies we could get any schmuck from AAA to fill those shoes right now.
Yeah, yeah, that's brutal. Oh, your best players need to produce. It makes me the World Baseball Classic. I don't think did Cal any
Mm,
favors after
mm.
that last season. Already having a long season, then going to the World Baseball Classic. I mean, he looks dinged up. He looks just not himself right now, and I don't know if we'll have him back to himself until next year at this rate, until he actually gets a proper rest. Like, because catcher is a brutal position unless they're planning on having
Yeah.
him do DH a whole lot more. It's going to be hard for him to rest his body how he should.
I mean, and it looks like Harry Ford might be fool's gold. That's really what it's looking like over there right now with that trade. But I also just keep coming back to Sam. The Mariners could have been on the forefront. They could still be on the forefront if you have a catcher that can do serious damage at the plate, man. You got to find ways to keep him fresh, to keep him ready. And that means having an elite backup catcher. I know that's not how baseball's thought over the years, but you know what? Do you think John Schneider and Mike McDonald are copying what all the trends are, or do you think they're looking forward? Sometimes you got to look forward, and I think maybe having an elite hitting catcher precipitates needing an elite backup catcher so you can have that dude ready to rock and roll at the dish when needed.
Yeah, that makes total sense to me. And yeah, I think Harry, I mean, if he was going to be starting, he would be. Now, Washington needs a catcher. And the fact that he's sitting there in AAA right now, I think it is, says a
Yeah.
lot about where he is in his career. Because by all means, he has every opportunity to be up there, and he's not. So, yeah, that says a lot. I think we made the right move, especially with the guy we got, because he's looking actually like a stud.
Well, and here's the thing, Sam. Ferrer easily looks like the reliever with the most juice. Guess what? It's the guy that wasn't on the deep postseason run.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts right there.
It's just what happens, man. And you know what? If we're 7 years old, Sam, and Jack Morris is pitching 10 innings in the World Series, well, then, yeah, you don't need to go with my philosophy of turning over half the bullpen. But guess what? Shit changes.
Sunday evening is reporting we traded for an infielder from the Giants, apparently, over in chat. I haven't seen this.
Well, it's certainly not any of the guys that I want.
No, probably not. I have to take a look to see what the hell's going on here. But yeah, I mean, that's not exactly what I thought. Yeah, Buddy Kennedy from San Francisco is who we got. Infield
Bullshit.
depth for Tacoma. So he's not doing shit for us.
No.
Nothing at all.
Why
This
would
is
he be?
yeah, no shit. This is a nothing burger at the moment, at least to help us this year. God damn.
Until we trade Reffy, we couldn't trade him for nothing. But
no, DFA his ass. He is.
you're right though.
done.
Frustrating though, man. I mean, you're talking. So they cancel the piggyback with Logan Gilbert. We run the piggyback, and Bryce Miller comes out at 66 pitches, 1 earned run. Is this a team that has no real direction?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
that's exactly what it is. No direction at all. No plan. And shit communicators. I mean, I don't know how you put yourself in this kind of a bad situation as a professional organization. Because no matter what, with this piggyback, people are going to bitch unless we win every single time. No matter what, they're going to bitch. 100%. Hey, you shouldn't have taken him out, or you should have taken this guy out, or you're not doing this. Remember, it is on paper, it looked like a good idea, but in practice, it's just terrible. It
Well,
leads to
you
too much
got to be a little
questioning.
more flexible. Like the guy that the writer, the second pitcher, he needs to know that he needs to be down for frickin' 2 innings, 1 inning. Texas Ranger, I mean, I think that they're in first place now. I truly do, and it's so
Texas is
frustrating.
in first place, yeah. Yep, they are.
How am I supposed to keep track when no team can even? They are, but how can I keep track when no team can get above 500? Man,
Yeah,
seriously, this
yeah,
is the worst American league I've seen in our entire lives, Sam's. It's frankly unbelievable. It's shocking to me that the Mariners are even in the mix, but all of these negative feelings, all of these frustrations, Sam. If I'm on the ball club, I'm looking at all my teammates and saying, "Fuck all this, man." It's
yeah.
been a shitty season so far. We're right in the mix. They're right in the mix, man. So, dude, it's time to turn it around. But this brand of baseball, we've said it for half a season now. It's not early anymore. This brand of baseball is not going to get it done.
No, no, not all. This brand of baseball, this brand of managing, this just whole fucking brand of bullshit here is just not happening. Not going to get it done, and it needs to change. I think
And I
it
mean,
starts with Dan right now. It
and
just
then what do we
in
do
my
with
eyes
Kate
it does.
Anderson too? What does I mean? This guy is just mowing pitches down like Double A is nothing.
Yeah, yeah, he needs to
What,
be coming up like now. I mean, it's
okay,
we
enough, Sam. The Mariners are such a not serious organization. I don't want to call them bullshit, complete Mickey Mouse, but I'm thinking about you got to give your guys a runway. We need to somehow give Cade a runway. We need to give Emerson Hancock a runway. We need the Seattle Seahawks. They want to give they signed Sam Darnold, so they trade Geno Smith to give Darnold a runway. You cut Tyler, you trade DK, you give JSN a runway. You cut Noah Fant, you give AJ Barner a runway, man. And then these young players take off. The Seahawks don't even have the balls right now to give their young players a runway unless they have no other option. That's another thing. We all absolutely love Colt Emerson, but every other game right now, I'm wondering if maybe a AAA stint might be great just for his confidence. That dude will hit 400 if he ever goes back to Tacoma, but that's where we're at, man.
yeah, yeah, it is. And that's the whole thing about you're bringing Colt Anderson up. It's to be expected that he's going to go through these lulls and struggle here and there. I mean,
He's
who
20.
doesn't? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I mean, I don't even know if they'll send him down as just much to work through it. I mean, we expect this. You know what I mean? Because he just hit it with
Mm,
his seventh home run a couple days ago, something like that. So it's not
mm.
like he's not been performing. He's been doing goddamn well. He's been a little lull here lately, but yeah, no, I don't even know if sending him down is the best idea because I think just let him ride it out and figure out what they're doing and make his adjustments.
Okay. Well, I mean, we only have a 500 record. If that's where you're at, it's not really the time to worry about hu- hurting the
Because who's going to
development
play
of your
short?
young player. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of a mess, man. And my frustration right now is at the point where I don't even care about this fucking team right now. And it really is a good team. And we need to give some shout outs, man. Randy Arena's putting money in his pocket, dog. In a year full of disappointments, Arena's really shown up big, even with his mental blunders. But I mean, Sam, Bryce Miller, 99th percentile for expected ERA, you know, top of the league walk rate, 97th percentile chase rate, 96th percentile hard hit rate, bro. And this is the guy we're pulling at 66 pitches.
Makes no
It's
sense.
really I just I don't even get it now. I don't even get it. And I don't even Here's the other thing. They might be happy with Dan Wilson. Here's another question, Sam. I got to ask you two or three questions in one then. For starters, A, do the Mariners even want to pay a top of the market manager? There's a big difference in baseball. A rookie manager will cost you like 750 to a million plus. A proven championship quality manager will cost you 5+ million. Huge difference there. The other one, does Jerry Dipoto even want to have a strong minded proven manager that's going to push back against them? And the third one is, does that type of manager even want to come to Seattle?
That's a good question. I don't know with the whole thing of does he want one if it should be his choice. Like Mike Holmgren didn't want to give up play calling, but it was ultimately give up being the GM, but it was ultimately
Yep.
the best thing for him being the actual coach of the team. Sometimes the things you don't want are maybe what's best because you can actually focus on what you're supposed to be doing, type of thing. So, yeah, I don't know, man. This whole thing's fucking frustrating. And I don't know about the Astros being for real either. We'll see about that.
Their pitching
Yeah,
health,
no,
their pitching health is a real thing, though. They were absolutely decimated early, but we'll see. I'm not gonna stand here and pound the table for any team in the AL West right now. I only
no.
think there's maybe two good teams in the entire league right now. Besides the Yankees and Tampa Bay, I don't know if you could convince me there's another good team in the AL right now.
Yeah, as of right now, no. I mean, no, because the White Sox are first place in the Central, I think, right now. And that
Oh
says
man.
about everything right there. That's crazy.
You know, and Tyson B, Sam, he's asking the Mariners are so good on paper. Why are they struggling in real life? I could have said the same thing about his Baltimore Ravens, man. Sometimes you get some injuries to key players, you have subpar performances, and shit can get off the rails pretty quickly in pro sports. The other huge factor, Sam, is all the other teams are trying to get better. And let's just go back to, say, Christmas. Let's go back to the time around Christmas and New Year's Eve, Sam. While the Mariners were not as good when the 2025 season ended, they were not as good. There's a lot of teams that got better.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. They definitely are. Yeah. I'm really sick and tired of hearing about the fucking Mariners not wanting to spend money here and there. I'm really sick of it. About the coaching thing. Shut the fuck up. Pay a good coach. I'm tired of it. Seahawks don't do this shit and they win.
And sometimes you got to learn. Dean Spanos with the Chargers was cheap as a mother with coaches forever. And he finally took him, God knows how many cheap, shitty coaches before he was like, you know what? I better just go and pay the real money and get a Jim Harbaugh. Get a guy that actually knows what the fuck he's doing. But this is where and this is the cheap organization, Sam. Like, I'm so frustrated with Dan. I'm so frustrated with the front office. I'm looking like a guy like Reffy. We're trying to get a difference making right handed bat for 1 year, $6 million. That shit doesn't exist. You know what I'm going to say here, Sam? We're trying to buy Monarch vodka, and magically it's going to turn into Grey Goose. And this is what we're dealing with. This is a mildly serious organization at best. They had a magical year last year, and my fandom and my love blinded me from the reality of what this organization really is.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't really say it any better myself because
They don't even want to have an interview process for their manager.
No, they don't want to
Could
do
you
anything
imagine
right,
Jody Allen and John Schneider not having an interview process to go get their coach?
No, nope, not at
That's
all.
what the Mariners did. That's what Jerry and John did.
Well, Mariners are still riding those 1995 fucking good vibes type of thing where they're just trying to retread that shit out over and over and over again. 95 and 2001. We can have
That's 31 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It's time to move on. It's time to get some new blood in here. And I just want to coach with some fire. I mean, Dan just doesn't seem to be motivating these guys. I think this is a motivation issue. I don't know. It really feels like it to me. Like these guys aren't being driven like they need to be driven. It's a little bit too relaxed, chummy. You know, I'm your friend rather than your manager. And I think the inmates are running the asylum right now is more or less what's going on there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, something's got to happen. I don't know if it will. The other overriding issue, Sam, is, you know, Mr. Stanton and Dipoto, they can say everything they want. Your actions speak loudly. This is a team that is on the verge of winning a World Series, Sam, and they don't really give a fuck. They don't.
No.
Their actions are telling, because we're so close, man. I'm never asking them to try to be the Mets or the Dodgers. If they just put 20 to 30 million more on this payroll, this team could win back to back. This is not where they're at, and this is why I'm going to enjoy the hell out of my summer. I'm going to probably be talking shit about this Mariners organization, and I'm going to get hyped as shit because the Seahawks are ready to attempt a back back-to-back championship season, something the Mariners could never frickin' dream of.
Yeah. And how are you feeling about this disrespect our Seahawks have been getting lately?
I'm not terribly surprised, and I love it. I think the Seahawks, Ernest Jones, man, there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to be riling the troops up. Mike McDonald, we did not care. And you know what? They're going to get right back on the forefront, though, too, Sam, because don't forget, the Seahawks are on Hard Knocks this year. How lucky is the NFL? They have never had the Super Bowl champ coming into Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Maybe they did
that's
on the
pretty
very
wild.
first one. I could be wrong, but fun stuff, man. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy that we're being disrespected right now the way we are because the players are taking notice, and I like their whole mindset of they're running it forward. They're not trying to run shit back. They got the
Yeah.
mindset of keep on grinding, keep on moving forward, and accomplish the goals. It's a whole different fucking mentality at the VMAC than it is in the Mariners organization. It's a whole just different mindset of excellence, and it's just fucking obvious and apparent. They need to take some notes and go ahead, send a few people over to the VMAC and watch how shit's done. Because it pays for itself, man. Like the Dodgers, look how much they're paying fucking Ohtani, and they're making a shitload of money off him because of revenue from Japan and everything like that. Like
The Dodgers said they've already made the contract back, Sam.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're full of shit or not, but the Dodgers are telling us they've already made the money back.
Yes, guarantee you they have. Guarantee you they have. 100%.
Well, that's what international superstars do, and that's what Ohtani is. Oh, like Americans, we think of Ohtani as like an American baseball player. Ohtani is closer to Messi than he is to, like, say, Cal Raleigh.
Yeah, closer to fucking Jesus than anything else over there. He's like the Ichiro fucking after Ichiro. I mean, he is everything over there, man. Like that whole country shuts down to watch his goddamn games. So, I mean, yeah, dude. Like it would have been a smart business move for the Mariners to overpay for Ohtani. It would have been, and obviously they were never going to do that. But yes, I guarantee you the Dodgers have made back their contract already and are going to continue to rake in money from that for a long time. Guarantee it.
Sam, I was part of a previous show when Ohtani was a free agent, and the lead guy at that time, I was kind of like his sidekick. He was pounding the table religiously that the Mariners should and would sign Ohtani, and I don't even know what I could say. But it's not like they were. He was acting. I mean, we were never in the business. We never made a phone call. It was never in the question. And you said it, man. The Seahawks are going to be able to ride on this shit for a long time. I'm actually really nervous about who the new owner could be because you never know how this shit can go, man. For all we know,
you don't want him to fuck it up.
Oh, yeah. Talk about an easy turnkey. If you're looking for a turnkey business.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Seahawks. I mean, just sign the checks and get out of the way is how I feel when it comes to the owner. But with a lot of the billionaires, you never know if you're going to be able to get that or not. But we'll see.
Yeah. Mariners lifer, I agree. I love the chip on the Seahawks' shoulders. Sam, I just want to ask you one thing, and this, I want to get a little perspective from you. I just think that somehow the national media is completely overlooking the fact that the Seahawks head coach won the Super Bowl in his second year as head man. Who does that?
Yeah, not many.
Who does that?
Yeah, it's I don't know anybody.
Even John Madden and Sean McVay weren't doing that kind of shit.
No,
they were excelling at a young age. They weren't winning Super Bowls in year two. I mean, this is some era we've never seen before.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Everyone's so stressed out about the Rams, have Myles Garrett, everything like that. I mean, they went from Pro Bowl, all pro caliber end to generational. It's not as huge of a gap as people are making it out to be.
Yes,
was really good. So I mean, they lost an excellent player and added a much better player, but it's not going to make that big of a difference. We have natural that we're just going to be getting better. We were ahead of schedule by a year or two. And so we have our guys on the second, third year of their deal who are just naturally going to be getting better and coming into their own. Our rookies from last year. Man, I think we are fine. I'm not worried about the Rams. They're going to be a tough matchup, but I'm not sweating them. Not in the least bit. Just like Coach Mack said, I do not care. I mean, we're going to do what we're going to do. And they still ignore a whole fucking third of the game. I didn't see him fix their special teams. Did you?
Ooh.
No, they
Ooh.
still don't care about special
Ooh.
teams. I'm not worried about them. Until they're a complete team, they're not shit to me.
Oh, coming out swinging. Well, and I mean, their left tackle is under some serious allegations that will probably
Yeah.
land him on a few
Culture.
game suspension.
Culture difference.
That's some real shit right there. And I agree with you. See, like, I'm just an enormous Myles Garrett fan. He is walking into the Hall of Fame first ballot without question. But you're right, man. I mean,
Moonwalking into the Hall of
Jared
Fame.
Verse is like an A- player in his own right. It's not like
Yeah.
they traded some like, and
A- is
Cleveland
his
was
second
pounding
year.
the table verse over pick. That's the key. Like, there could have been picks. The Browns wanted verse, not the pick.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he fits with what they are doing right now with their rebuild. You know, Garrett wasn't going to be there when they are hopefully, according in their
Mhm.
schedule, going to be better in 3-something years like that. Verse will be right in the sweet spot age that they'll want him to be in. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. I think they fleeced the Rams a little bit in that trade. Shadur.
Shador, Watson, Sam. I like Shador.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about skill or anything. I just fuck Watson. No matter what, I don't care. Shadur.
Too much of a scumbag. Fair enough.
Yeah, dude. He's an asshole.
And
I don't root for
I
assholes.
always liked Shador coming out of Colorado, man. I've never had any lofty expectations. I think he could be a solid C plus B minus, you know.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
a fringe starter, maybe an awesome backup, you know, that kind of thing.
yeah.
But I don't see any of the special
Ryan
shit that I
Fitzpatrick.
really want. No, that's a good one. I like that. And they're actually kind of similar, Sam, because they have good movement skills, solid arm. But the thing with Shador, Sam, is he doesn't have anything special that I can think can make him a true franchise quarterback. But if you throw with accuracy, anticipation, and you can hang in and get hit, those are qualities that'll make you last in the league, whether you're a backup or a true starter.
It's facts. It's facts. 100% right there. You don't have to have the biggest cannon of an arm or anything like that. As long as you're accurate, you can make the throws and you're on time in the offense, keep things going, don't turn it over. You can have a lot of success and make a lot of money in the league.
Yeah, for real. But I don't give a shit about no Shador. I don't give a shit about Deshaun Watson. Sam Darnold, everyone's getting disrespected up in Seattle, and we love it. You know what, Sam? I'm putting some disrespect on the Seattle Mariners, the team which I dearly love so much. But we got to keep it real here, man. The frustration is there. There's no way of sugarcoating it. And I mean, if you were in that clubhouse, you would be 10 times as frustrated as we are, and I'm sure they are.
Yeah, I guarantee you they're frustrated. They just need a kick in the ass. They need someone to take that fucking team by the fucking shirt collar, shake them, and fucking get them the snap out of this shit. Like, we are way too good, way too talented to be on this fucking path right now. This makes no goddamn sense. They need to step their shit up. No more excuses. I don't want to hear. We were only missing Donovan pretty much on offense. Canzone, I guess Rayleigh are a little banged up. Excuses are fucking over. Time to put up.
Excuses are for losers. And that one more thing. That's right. Brendan Donovan's played 25 games. Yeah. MIA. Dude is missing on the milk box carton. Brendan Donovan, we need you, bro.
Yeah. And Brash, I mean, I think we probably rushed both those players back slightly.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
And then look what's happened. Because
I'm going to be nervous about Brash's arm the rest of his career. He might be also.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's his oblique right now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's an oblique thing. So, I mean, yeah, Mariners got to figure out this soft tissue.
He's a small guy that creates a shitload of fucking torque when he pitches, man. It never surprises me when he gets hurt. And Brash is one of my single favorite players on the entire team.
Yeah,
it's just one
filthy.
of those facts of life.
Yep. But, I mean, there's stuff the Mariners can do to try to mitigate some of these soft tissue injuries. I mean, the nutrition, you know, it's just like with some of the things with the Rams. I think it is a staff thing. They need to be making adjustments to their health and nutrition, doctors, whatever. They need to figure it out because if there's too many soft tissue injuries, those are usually preventable.
Okay.
And I'm sick and tired of the fucking Mariners stretching out for fucking first base and fucking hurting their hamstrings. Quit that bullshit. Just fucking run through the base like regular. Like Naylor almost just got hurt. It's fucking learn from your mistakes. That's all you have to do. I mean, 5 fucking players have already done this. Like, god damn it, stop. Just fucking stop and run through the base like regular. Not that hard. Pisses me off.
Well, man, some of this season makes me think that our guys might have flown a little too close to the sun this off season, man. It was a magical moment, and for some reason, man, the Mariners get some sort of pixie dust that the Seahawks don't. I digress, man. I don't want to shit on this team too much. Sam, anything you got for the people?
Fucking go Seahawks.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, a little program note. If the Mariners continue to piss me off like they are, I might be doing some gigantic football dives. Sam knows a ton about the NFL. I think it will be good for our show to dive deep into all the teams. We have tons of friends on the live chat who cheer for teams other than the Seahawks. Sam and I are honestly both plugged into the other teams more in the NFL than Major League Baseball. So if this team continues on this path, that's where we're going to be going. But oh my, it's another sports podcast. Shout out to Indy. That's Vaden Podcast Services. Vaden Podcast Services. Thank you to the homies in the live chat. Shout out to my homie Sam. It's your boy Ty. My oh my, it's another sports podcast.
See you next week, chat.